Dr. Markus Rechlin has carved a remarkable path through the worlds of engineering, consulting, and executive leadership, blending technical precision with a strong dedication to people-centered management. As the managing director of MAREVEST Beteiligungs GmbH in Hamburg, Germany, since 2017, he has spent decades shaping businesses with a philosophy that balances strategy with human connection. His career, spanning roles at firms such as Bain Capital and Drägerwerk AG, reflects a relentless drive to foster growth while remaining grounded in values like trust, respect, and self-reflection. "I am an expert in enterprise leadership and development," Rechlin says. "My credo is leading companies consciously and developing them holistically, where consciously stands for self-reflection and self-development of individual leaders and leadership teams. This guiding principle has defined his work, from turning around business units to supporting communities in need, and it continues to shape his approach today." Born in West Berlin and raised in Berlin, Trier, and Kiel, Rechlin grew up in a family of engineers. His father and grandfather were both mechanical engineers, and their influence steered him toward the same path. He earned a Vordiplom in mechanical engineering from Hannover University and later a doctorate from RWTH Aachen University, supported by scholarships from the prestigious Studienstiftung des Deutschen Volkes. But Rechlin's ambitions stretched beyond engineering. "Engineering focuses on solutions and results, which I like a lot," he says. "However, I am also interested in business. I inherited some business sense from my ancestors, who owned a maritime equipment company in Berlin, Germany. Inspired by this, instead of pursuing an MBA in the United States, Rechlin joined the Boston Consulting Group, BCG, in Hamburg in 2002. There, he worked with company leaders in the healthcare and industrial sectors, tackling strategic and operational challenges. This experience ignited his passion for leadership, demonstrating to him that success required not just technical expertise but also the ability to inspire and align teams. Over the years, Rechlin refined a leadership style that combines hard factors, such as strategy and processes, with soft factors, including culture and mindset. This balance would define his career. His journey has taken him from consulting to private equity to executive roles, each step reinforcing his belief in conscious leadership. Whether guiding companies through growth or supporting individuals in achieving their dreams, Dr. Markus Rechlin has consistently demonstrated that true success stems from empowering others while remaining true to one's values. Rechlin's first significant leadership role came at Drägerwerk AG, a Lübeck-based company specializing in medical and safety technology. After a successful consulting project with BCG, Dräger recruited him in 1994 to lead its intensive care business unit, which focused on ventilators for artificial respiration. At the time, the unit lagged behind competitors like Siemens Medical and Rechlin. As the youngest person to hold such a role at Dräger faced intense pressure. "Being thrown into ice-cold waters was very exhausting," Rechlin says. "On the other hand, I realized how important the human factor is in business." He quickly shifted his focus, dedicating 90% of his time to people-related issues, building trust, resolving conflicts, and fostering collaboration, while still driving strategic improvements. His approach paid off. Within 4 years, Dräger introduced a new product line and surpassed Siemens to become the market leader in ventilators, both in units sold and profitability. The intensive care unit became Dräger Medical's most profitable division. This experience was a turning point for Rechlin. It taught him that leadership isn't just about designing efficient systems, it's about understanding the fears, motivations, and potential of the people behind those systems. He carried this lesson forward, refining it through years of diverse experiences. From 2004 to 2010, Rechlin served as Executive Vice President, Portfolio, at Bain Capital, working between London and Munich to oversee investments and guide companies through complex transitions. The role exposed him to the high-stakes world of private equity, where financial metrics often dominated discussions. But a defining moment in 2010 forced him to confront the human side of his work. While managing the carve-out of a chemical business from a U.S. corporation, Rechlin visited a production site in Germany. He saw fear in the workers' faces as they worried about job security under new ownership. Days later, in a New York boardroom with dark wood paneling and plush leather chairs, he felt a disconnect as the executives focused on financial details. "I had a problem with the distance between the numbers we discussed in the boardroom and the frightened people on the production site," he says. The experience left him physically unwell, prompting him to step away from the private equity industry. This moment clarified Rechlin's values. He began to prioritize self-reflection and holistic development, both for himself and the teams he led. It also set the stage for his next chapter, where he would apply these principles to transform a company in a cutting-edge industry. In 2013, Dr. Markus Rechlin became the CEO of a Lübeck-based company specializing in 3D printing machines for high-quality metal parts, used in industries such as aerospace and energy. The company, with just 65 employees when he joined, was poised for growth but needed capital and a clear strategy. Drawing on his experience from BCG, Bain, and Dräger, Rechlin led the company to go public in just 6 months, securing funds that fueled rapid expansion. Under his leadership, the company grew to over 350 employees and exceeded investor expectations. Its performance earned it a spot on the Tech DAX index in 2015, a significant milestone for a firm in a competitive, innovative field. Rechlin's approach was key. He combined rigorous strategy, focusing on structures, processes, and tools, with a strong emphasis on people leadership and culture. I established people leadership and culture as a key leadership topic and success factor, he says, noting that this balance drove both growth and financial success. His tenure validated his belief that conscious leadership, self-aware, people-focused, and holistic, creates lasting results. By fostering a culture of trust and collaboration, Rechlin not only transformed the company but also established a standard for leadership in a rapidly evolving industry. Beyond his professional achievements, Rechlin has made a profound impact through philanthropy, particularly in Kenya. Since 2016, he has been part of the leadership team at the Monica Memorial Development Center, MMDC, a school that supports approximately 70 children living in a slum in Naivasha, Kenya. The program provides food, education, and guidance to children who would otherwise lack access to schooling. When MMDC faced eviction from a rented plot, Rechlin donated land and a school building, covering costs for meals and education. I visit MMDC regularly and support Daniel Ngugi, the local founder, as it is reasonable to run MMDC. His contributions have stabilized the program, enabling children to transition to public schools after 3rd grade. Rechlin's involvement reflects his belief in self-efficacy through others, helping people unlock their potential to create broader change. His regular visits to Naivasha and ongoing support for Ngugi show a hands-on commitment to making a difference. This work aligns with Rechlin's personal values of responsibility, openness, and respect. By investing in education, he's helping children build brighter futures, demonstrating the same holistic approach he applies to business leadership. Rechlin's dedication to empowering others extends to his professional relationships. One of his proudest achievements is supporting Arpad, his former assistant, in pursuing an MBA at Columbia University. Arpad worked closely with Rechlin during his tenure as CEO, handling tasks ranging from welcoming visitors to running internal projects and analyzing profitability. In 2017, Arpad joined Rechlin's firm, MAREVEST, and shared his dream of attending a top U.S. business school. Rechlin provided references and offered to cover study fees, encouraging Arpad to persevere after an initial rejection. With Rechlin's support, Arpad gained admission to Columbia, excelled in his studies, and graduated in the top 5% of his class. Now living in New York with his fiancée, Samantha, Arpad is set to marry in Tuscany in June 2025. Tanya and I look forward to celebrating their marriage, Rechlin says, highlighting the personal connection that grew from his mentorship. This story highlights Rechlin's conviction in the transformative power of intention and support. By investing in Arpad's potential, he not only changed one person's life but also reinforced his philosophy of leadership as a force for personal and collective growth. It's proof of his values of self-reflection, trust, and fostering connection, which he applies both in business and in life. Rechlin's career and personal endeavors reflect a consistent theme: success stems from striking a balance between strategy and humanity. Whether leading a company to new heights or supporting a child's education in Kenya, he approaches each challenge with the same clarity and purpose. His story is one of conscious leadership, proving that actual impact lies in empowering others to reach their full potential.